You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Y'all funky ass up, y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm halfway loaded, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps unfolded.
Hey, yo,
I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-nots mascot.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Just some regular guys and gals having some real conversation. What's good with the people? What's good, LBZ Fly? What's good with y'all, man? How was y'all day? How was y'all evening as well, I guess? Hey, what's good with y'all?
What's good? What's good?
Yo.
LBZ sound like she's sleeping. What's good though? Ain't nothing.
Yeah,
She ready. I know it's your bedtime, LBZ. You gotta
This clock is ticking, honey, and this sounds are going on outside my window pane. You understand what I'm saying? This is some good old. Woo, you talking about?
It's going down out there, bitch.
Yeah.
It did that earlier, man. Out here, it ain't even doing nothing now.
Man.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy out there right now. Yeah.
It was vicious last night, man. I don't know, man. That was
Calling
some vicious
my
shit.
name. It's like, Latoria, go to sleep.
That was vicious last night. What's up? What's up, nephew? What's good, Wes? Natalie, what's good with y'all, man? Get y'all ass on their head, man. What's good with the people, man? How was y'all day, though, man? I was working everything. Everybody on the grind, man. Y'all gotta forgive us, man. What's good, though? The grind is the grind.
I was in the middle of dinner, but I'm outside when I need to be outside. And if I'm awake, I'm out here. You already know. We
Fly,
live.
that mean Fly be up 5 more minutes, man. He eating.
He wildin'.
He got about 5 more minutes in him.
Nah, hell no.
It's good though, man.
Hey, yo, we in the heart of cancer season. I'm locked in, bro.
Oh man, in the heart of cancer season, man.
Yeah, you know, big shout out to all my July cancers, man.
You
we
know
a little different.
all this year about to show you is you getting old, nigga. That's about it, man. I'm getting old, man. I'm taking naps and everything.
Oh yeah, you gotta get those.
You gotta get the naps in, man. What's up with the people though, man? What's up? Get in here. Yo, we got some news, man, we ain't really talk about Big Tigger too much, man. I try to leave Tigger alone. We spoke on him
Why you gonna leave Tigger alone?
Shortly and briefly. I try to leave him and his girl alone because I ain't want the women to get on me for how I felt about the situation. So I just tried to leave it alone because women think I'm always against the women, and that don't be the case. I just be trying to tell y'all,
Peace, what up?
How a lot of y'all are. That's all that be. I don't be against the women, but Tigger got some stuff going on, man. Tigger got some stuff going on. I guess I'll play some of the videos first, man.
Phone.
Tigger, get off
my phone.
Do you not see all them crime? Bro, why did
Stop.
you do
I'm
that?
not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give
not
you.
on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone.
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger!
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
Phone.
AJ Brown, man, you shout out for that. He said she was laid back on the couch thinking about bananas. Hey, yo, what is going on with Tigger? How you feel about that, Fly? Tell me how you feel about this goofy stuff, man. Go ahead, you tell me.
She stole his phone, bro. She should be charged.
And first of all, right, he ain't really doing nothing but saying, "Give me my phone." I mean, he holding her, you in the crib, give me my phone, like he going whatever. But she falling all on the floor. If it was anybody else, you wouldn't do this. And like, come on, man, you doing too much. First of all, doing too much.
He's stealing his phone. She should be charged.
I'm gonna say she should be charged. That's his wife. And I think I'm gonna keep it real. I think because she may be a little toxic, that make him toxic as well, dealing with the shit and going through the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You decided to make her your wife or whatever. So I think they both toxic, but we got some more news on this Tigger situation. It ain't really Tigger situation, it's really her situation. And remember, I said something about this when we did speak about it briefly. I talked about her missing daughter. Right? Remember we talked about that. Well, you know, the latest update is she doesn't be. That video got released today, and she's been arrested today. Arrested in Georgia on kidnapping-related warrants from 2019 disappearance of her daughter. How they don't still have her daughter after 2019? Where is she? And what is going on? What is going on? Somebody help me try to figure this out.
Hold up, she got a daughter that's missing. That they haven't found.
She got
yet?
a daughter from a previous relationship that's been missing the whole time since 2019, and she just got arrested for it today. It said, "Oh, I hear the thunder. It's outside my window now." It said Alicia Brown is the main suspect in her daughter's abduction from Baltimore. Once she lost all rights in 2019, she has a history of lying to courts to get attention and to weaponize the father of her children. People tried to warn Tigger, but he blocked us. Find Aaliyah Brown. You know, she done posted these emojis. You see Tasha K. Tasha K be with the ratchetness and the toxic shit too. Big Tiggers wife posted emotional videos of Photoshop visible injuries while making allegations about issues within their marriage. She was actually trying to get the interview with her, or whatever the case. But I hope they just find the daughter. I hope the daughter is alive and well, and it ain't no crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you what, this is the father of her child. I didn't get into court until she was 7. He said it took almost a year and a half of court proceedings for me to walk away with full custody. By the very end of it, she mysteriously vanishes. She was ordered to be returned to my home. Williams remains determined to find his child. I could never just walk away without her, he said. There's not a day that goes by that I do not think about my daughter. He believes the mother is aware of Aaliyah's whereabouts. But if she's been missing this long, let me say this, because I don't know. If she's been missing this long, what have the courts been doing to try to find her? Did they check the grandparents' house? Did they check friends? What are they doing?
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Everybody should be held accountable if something wrong. If something really wrong.
Especially if something wrong.
She was 10 years old in 2019.
So that would make her 17 now. Right? That would make her 17.
Yeah, where would she be at? Like, if she ain't with her.
Right. That's my main thing right there.
Or something.
And that's what I'm saying, LBs. What are the courts doing to actually really find the child?
Well, it was an outstanding warrant, right? So they probably ain't been able to get her because he probably been protecting her. How long he been with her?
I don't know how long he been with her, but I think he might have been protecting her.
Yeah, because if they don't know how to get to you, you can find her.
She's been off the radar.
Yeah.
Right? So she's been off the radar, and she's been with him. And now that she has brought these claims up about Big Tigger, she's back on the radar. They see,
right.
That's right there. That's her right there. Yeah, we need to go get her.
Yep.
So if anything, I'm just going to keep it real. Anything, she kind of did this to herself. Can we agree on that? Because she the one.
You know, and it was out of Maryland, so you know there ain't too many places gonna be paying attention to finding a little brown girl that's gone missing.
But she would be 17 now, and the way she acting on camera, and this is the second video I saw of her and Tig. I saw one with the Ring camera, and same thing. He was trying to get a phone, and she running, doing all this old crazy stuff, flopping and screaming, and I'm like, yo, what is he doing? I don't see him like hitting you or nothing. That's why I kind of left it alone, because I didn't want women to be like, no, you always take the man's side, so I just left it alone. I said, I'm not going to talk about it until this thing but I did say I would like to know where the daughter is, and now I really want to know where the daughter is now that they got her in custody.
Yeah. I saw the video. I don't know.
Tell me the truth. What you think about the video, LB?
She was definitely being over dramatic. She was doing too much.
Come on. She flopping
but
on
you
the
know
floor.
we gotta do it though. You know, you gotta sell the dramatics, right? Especially a camera on you. You know, you gotta
whoever had the camera is the worst. Get off of Mr. Tinker. Mr. Tinker.
Was that her child?
You stepping on. That's what somebody said that was her child. I don't know if it was her child, but I know he damn sure wasn't stepping on her. That's outside your crib.
Somebody is angry.
This shit ringing an alarm out here.
My car?
It's ringing an alarm out here. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all hear that out there?
Jesus, my internet already off. I got to get on the Wi-Fi. I mean the hotspot.
Hey, Flizzy Fly, man. Tell me what you think about the dramatics, man. Come on. Give me something. What you think about the dramatics, Fly, man? Was could she pass the acting class?
She definitely passed the acting class. Yeah, she tried to sell it, bro.
You wouldn't do this to nobody else. What are you doing?
I ain't gonna lie. I done flailed around on the ground a couple of times myself.
That's why I said you can already hear B's got a little toxin in her. She got it in her. Yeah.
Yo, all he trying to do
a little bit.
But all he trying to do is get the damn phone. Just give the man his phone. Give the man his phone. I don't know, man. She said it was time to tell a story. It don't look like she might get the chance to tell a story. But hey, man, I don't know, man. We got some more.
I wonder if they really had problems before, though, because it just seems odd that all of a sudden it's just
toxic behavior is going on.
Yeah,
I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. For her to be toxic like that, he has to be toxic as well, because he liked the shit. You still with her? You married her. You knew like this is how she going. I mean, it seemed like she wanted that to be on camera. Like, I need this evidence. Right? So I don't know, man. It says, woo, Big Tiggers' wife, Alicia Brown, is facing new legal trouble after being arrested in Georgia on kidnapping-related warrants out of Maryland. According to TMZ TV, deputies with the Hart County Sheriff's Office located Brown's SUV Monday night. So this is fresh. She was arrested Monday after receiving a bolo connected to the outstanding warrants. Authorities say outstanding warrants, not warrant. Authorities say she was taken into custody without incident during a felony traffic stop on Interstate 85. Ooh-wee.
A felony traffic stop?
That's what it said. On Interstate 85. So she probably was doing reckless drive, like she, probably doing something extra. Officials say 2 young children were found inside the vehicle and safely recovered. Wow. TMZ reports that one of the children was Big Tiggers' child, whom he shares with Brown. Investigators say the Maryland warrants are connected to the 2019 disappearance of her then 10-year-old daughter, Aaliyah Brown. As we previously reported, Aaliyah's father, Darrell Williams, had full custody of her at the time. She was reported missing on May 25, 2019. Authorities stated at the time that she may have been with her mother. The case remains an active investigation. Brown is currently facing a felony interference with child custody charge in Georgia and is expected to be extradited to Maryland.
Hold up. 2019, he's 2026, bro.
She's been on a run for 7 years, my brother.
What the fuck? That's a crime in itself. What are we talking about?
She been on the run for 7 years. She act like the statute of limitations was about to go out. 7 years she been on the run, man. And I'm not, wishing that. Like I said, I want to see the child safely return. I want to see, hopefully the child is good and it's not nothing else. But my thing is with Maryland, if this stuff was going, what was y'all doing to find the child? It's been 7 years. It's been 7.
Look how many kids are missing out of that, in the country, especially black and brown kids. Ain't nobody looking for them.
It's been 7 years, man. Like, and I'm just saying, like, it's out of control, man. What y'all think in the comments, man? Let me know, man. I see Rakivia talk about what the hell he. Hey, Brooklyn B, man, just give him the phone. You know what I'm talking about? What we doing? Like, but I want to know what the hell is going on.
But like, I'm saying, really whenever you're talking about getting a man phone, man, that's a dangerous game.
My boy Keith, my brother Keith said, man, how would you feel about dating a woman that is missing a child and not looking for them? It's no way I could do it, Keith, and let alone missing and then marry you. It's no way that I could do it, Keith. I'm just going to keep it all the way gangsters. I can't do it. I would think, like, hold up.
Missing. She knew where that child was, and she probably told him.
Hold up. We don't know yet, LBZ. We don't know. She might know where the child is, but is the child living? That's my thing, right? I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd be thinking about, what was the name? The chick name? Bobbitt? What was her name? Something Bobbitt to cut the dude.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt cut the nigga thing off? Nah, I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you. I can't even sleep by you. I can't do it. I can't do it. Big Tigger look like an unk for real now. He look crazy, Keith. Hey, Keith, how would you feel? Tell me how you would feel about this situation, man, because I'm telling you, man, this is beyond some toxicity, right? Because you think, right? Let's just think, 2019, why did the father get full custody? What was wrong then? What type of person was you then? And they say she crazy educated, man. What was the problem then? Big Ticket ain't do no good research on that, man, and he let that thing be, man. He let that thing be, man. She must have put that snap.
Love is love. You can't control who you fall in love with.
It may be lust too. It may be lust turned into love. She might have put that snappy nappy on him and said, "Nigga, you ain't never had nothing like this." Probably had Tigger all confused, toes curling.
That Angela Bassett.
Yeah, man, and put it on him. He don't know how to act. And man, like I said, I'm praying for all parties involved, man. I hope, like I said, my main concern was the child, right? Even though I heard they shit was going on, whatever. I kept saying, like, where her child at? She's still missing. Forget what her and Tigger got going on. Where the kid at, man? And now, and mind you, we had already knew the kid was missing, but we didn't know she had warrants for something to do with the kid missing. So now it's like, really, where the kid at, girl? And I hope Maryland don't play with her, man. I hope they scared the bejesus out of her to make her tell them where the kid at. Damn, yo, Keith, you thinking like us, man. Tigger said, Keith said, Tigger had to be helping.
So she knew the threat.
And that's what I said. He said Tigger had to be helping if she on the run and she is a suspect. If she hide a child, I can't trust her. If she do her own child dirty, that's what I'm saying. And now she's 17. The kids ain't no kid no more. This is a person that's moving around on their own. They outside moving around. They doing certain things. Where is the child?
I would believe the child is definitely close by with a family member she knew.
I would think that as well. And I want to know, like I said before, LBZ, how do we deal with the Maryland judicial system because as the father, how do we deal with them? Y'all didn't do nothing to find my child. She right here with her grandmother. She or whatever the case may be. Where's my child
I
at?
see what he's saying. Yeah, no, that's wild. That's wild.
How much?
Where's my child at? If I take it into my own hands, right? I'm getting jammed up. Y'all gonna try to throw the book at me. So if the child just mysteriously pops up, like everything good, been going to good school and all this other stuff, oh man, yeah, I got a problem as the father.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to understand how many kids are missing, right? First of all, and the resources that they're gonna have that they put into finding a missing child versus crime, it ain't gonna be high. They're not gonna look for a bunch of missing kids. That's just not gonna happen.
Well, we do know that, man.
We know that. Yeah, I'm just saying we know that.
I actually seen something with Gabrielle Union, man, and she was having an interview, man, and she said, I don't know what type of organization she's a part of, but she was like 71,000 black kids went missing. Well, black girls went missing in 2021. And I said, what? Have they been recovered? Any of them? Like 71,000? We're not doing enough to find these missing kids, man.
And
we're not doing enough.
That's just one statistic. And I mean, 1 year. Think about it.
And that's just 1 year. And that's what I'm saying. That's just 1 year. So imagine.
We know for a fact, damn, tens of thousands went missing when the daggone importations of them kids over
deportation.
There. The deportation. I'm sorry. That stuff was going on. Nobody look for them kids.
You ain't never lied, man.
And they said they were released to people. They ain't only supposed to be released to, so.
This from Keith. He said, women say fight for the child, but I go through the court system and she takes my child. It's a cold game. She didn't want to pay child support. Like, it is a cold game because the father can't do that. We get kidnapping. You locking us away trying to throw away the key, you won't never see your child again. Like, I don't know. Like I said, if the child pop up healthy and good education and all this stuff, I mean, I would be happy that she's living and she got a good education, but I'm suing the courts. I'm doing something. I don't know what's the steps you could take, but I would be feeling some type of way you're playing around with mine. And you seen his statement, man. And if you didn't, I'm gonna put it up here again, man, one more time before we go to the next subject.
Hey, Ian, I feel some type of way towards Tigger as well. The hell?
Yeah, nigga, you with her, you ain't urging her to like, yo, get the man baby to him. Like, what you doing? He said, I didn't get in court until she was 7. He said, it took almost 1.5 years of court proceedings for me to walk away with full custody. By the very end of it, she mysteriously vanishes. Just think about that, yo. I would be sick to my stomach, man. Like, she was ordered to be returned to my home. Williams remains determined to find his child. I could never just walk away without her, he said. There's not a day that goes by that I do not think about my daughter. He believes the mother is aware of Aaliyah's whereabouts. And would you say that his hands was tied? Like, what could he do?
He did what he could do.
And that's what I'm saying. If he was to go out here and be a vigilante, if he was to go out here and be a vigilante, though, he's wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking for the Maryland court system to hold her to the full extent of the law. Treat her just like you would treat the men.
Yeah. It's been some women locked up now that have done that. It's been some women that locked up for kidnapping their child, not wanting the father to get custody. So it can happen. And being that she's been on the run for as many years, hiding the child, whatever happened to the child,
So hopefully just think, though, 7 years without seeing, with the man not seeing his child. Just think
not
of that.
knowing what happened to her. That's
what's
crazy.
going on, man.
That's sad, though. I can't imagine not knowing what's going on with your kid.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad, man. Well, y'all know we got some Nolan Wells updates. Before we even get into that, what I said before we got off the show yesterday, man? Didn't I say if they lawyer up, what? I said if they should happen to lawyer up, it's some foul play involved. Lo and behold, every one of them lawyered up. One of their mothers is actually a judge. Another one mother is a doctor. They deleted their whole social media accounts, so they no longer active on social media, and they not telling the family nothing. So do we want to go ahead and start saying, yeah, I think this is foul play going on?
I said that from the beginning.
Right? They got a video out where you can hear, well, that's what people say they can hear. I didn't really hear it that clear.
I heard it, but you can't tell who was,
who they were saying not getting on the boat, though, because they said they were saying something. You out of here. You're not getting on the boat. I don't know who that may have been. Right? I'm not going to just necessarily say it's him, but they say that it was definitely some type of conflict going on. They got attorney Ben Crump out here on the job. I don't know how I feel about this. I think we need somebody else. I love Ben Crump, man. I just think he got too much on his plate because he's trying to be all over the place. And you can't really, like with lawyers, man, that's how I used to be on my lawyer. You got all these cases. I need you to focus on my case. I used to go off on my lawyer every time he came to visit me, man. Like, I need you to do this. I need you to do that, man. I'm not just paying you my money to be playing no games, man. Because you're going to make me do something to you. I used to tell him this shit.
Hey, E, let me ask you this. Did your lawyer have any other high-profile cases around your time as well?
He had one high-profile case, and the crazy thing is, I tried to get a bail, and he got a bail for the other high-profile case. And I said, how you going to get a bail for this case, right? But they kept saying I was an East Orange man and not a Jersey City man, right? So he got the bail for the Jersey City high-profile jokers, and I didn't get a bail. They remanded me and kept me in jail without no bail. They already said I was out on the streets for almost 3 years and all that. It was cool. I wasn't really sweating it, but I started to notice how the court system worked. And this is what I'm saying about Ben Crump. He's not just in Mississippi. He's all over the place. Like, he all over the place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Representing people in cases, and it's like you can't put full attention on my case. I need somebody that's gonna put full attention on my case. And I understand you got other clients, but you got massive clients, and you're in the news every day for something different. Like I said, I hope he get it done. They retained him as attorney, but when you start retaining lawyers and stuff, that means something wrong, and we believe something wrong. We believe something wrong, and he had something to say a little bit. We would not rest until every fact about what happened to Nolan on Horn Island is brought into light, and we call on investigators to pursue this case with listen to what he's saying. And that's why I wouldn't want him on my case. And we call it on investigators to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency this family deserves. No, I need you to pursue this case with the urgency and transparency the family deserves. We ain't leaving it to no investigator. I need me a lawyer that's on the job. I'm not giving, and they probably ain't giving him no money. He probably reached out to them. But nah, man, I'm not. Like I said, I love Ben Crump, but we got to get some more people, some more lawyers from, some from our background to start doing what Ben Crump doing, because he like a one-man army, yo, and you can't leave it all to him, yo. That's why a lot of these cases be falling on deaf ear. He can't put his all into these cases. That's just what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I need somebody that's gonna put the all into the case to find out what's going on. All investigation, any cameras around the area, any cameras on the island. I need everything.
Well, let's be clear. The world is on notice, and everybody's eyes is going to be on this one. So they got the spotlight, and this is gonna be one of them cases that's gonna be, highly profiled, man. And however this may go right here, you got to realize too, this is Mississippi, bro. Again, bro. Come on, bro. We ain't gonna keep on playing with Mississippi, bro.
And that's the thing, yo. And it's like, come on, man. Come on, we don't learn our lessons. And like I said, man, as parents, man, I think we need to vet our kids' friends. I'm not just saying because they white. I'm saying any friends.
Any friends. That should be a given.
Because this shit is happening all too often.
But like
man,
they say, he 18, so it might be a little different. I mean, I don't know what situation they have when they get a little older. You don't always know every friend that they're hanging out with. I do, but I don't know if everybody else does.
I would think that is I would think that it's necessary to know who they dealing with and what's going on, but this case right here, just like I said, man, I hope some more attorneys get involved. They got some time on their hand because Ben Crump got about 16 cases going on right now that he dealing with. Like he involved with so much, and it's like he wants the investigators to pursue.
Nigga, well, he got to keep his name out there. That's how he make the big bucks.
Yeah, we gonna sit your big buck ass down if you don't start getting some results. We not getting enough results with you, right? You starting to remind me of Al Sharpton. The only big thing I know about Al Sharpton was he helped Tawana Brawley. Like, it's enough of this, man. We need somebody that's gonna represent correctly. So I need either you to step back or step to the front full charge with this, man, because we need to know what happened. Right? And like I said, man, one of the kids' moms is a judge. That's probably who boat they was on. Right? One of the kids' moms is a judge. And they all deleted their accounts and they all lawyered up. Every single one of them. And they're not telling the family anything. So do I suspect foul play? Absolutely. So before I jumped the gun yesterday, I didn't jump the gun. I said, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Now I believe there's foul play. I said, once if they lawyer up, I think it's foul play. What you lawyering up for if ain't nothing happened? If ain't nothing been done. So, yeah. That means they want to have lawyers present when they're being questioned and all that. If you ain't do nothing, you don't need no lawyer to be questioned, man. We was looking for them. We couldn't find them or whatever the case may be. But it's impossible for you not to find them, man. Once I see how the setup was and how they had the boats and stuff out there and everybody out there partying and chilling on the 4th, nah, I ain't like it.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said from the beginning, when I saw it and heard all the circumstances, somebody likely called their parents before leaving that island and were told exactly what to do and what to say.
Hey, Keith, I'm glad, man, that I learned how to swim, man, a long time ago, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Because that's a big stigma with blacks, man. Oh, we can't swim. We can't swim, but we love the water. Man, y'all be killing me with this shit, but I'm glad I learned early in life, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't think about no check right now. I want to really know what happened to my son. He's a big crump. Make sure family gets a check. I never see him do any courtroom work. He is good at suing the city for a settlement. That's what I'm saying. I need somebody that's going to play ball. We coming in here to play ball. We going to shake y'all up. I don't care your mama or judge. You bring any lawyer in here, we going to shake the room. We going to find out what happened. I need somebody that's a shark, man. At all times, I used to, like I said, man, and forgive me, Peter Willis, I used to go off on my lawyer every time I seen him. It was at the end, when he leave, we cool. Sometimes we wasn't, but nah, I ain't playing, man. This is what I need you to do. I don't need you to be fucking pussyfooting and talk about no other case you got or we're going to push it back because I got a case on Monday. I don't want to hear about your case on Monday. I don't want to hear about that shit. I'm worried about my case. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. I don't want to hear about nobody else's case, man. Handle your business and do what I need you doing because I'm paying you my money. And I'm paying you flat fees. I paid you half up front. I paid you up front. X, Y, amount of money, so I need you to be handling your money. And once the case started, you had all your money. So get on your job, or I'm gonna get on my job and send the wolves at you. I ain't playing with you, man. I really didn't have no time for that, man, because I was fighting for my life. I felt like I was
Lincoln lawyer.
Yeah, I felt like that's what it was like too. I felt like my back was against the wall, bro. My back was all the way against the wall, man. I already put him in the head.
Well, I hope they move.
I hope they
move swiftly and not drag this out to give them more time
to conjure up something.
Beat the charges, because you know how they play them games. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't need them conjuring up nothing, man.
Forget.
We don't need them conjuring up.
They did it. As soon as I saw this picture, first thought of my mind was these motherfuckers killed that kid. It was literally the first thought I had in my head. I fucking hate you racist pieces of shit. They did find his body, so we'll have to wait and hear what the coroner has to say. But knowing how the cops operate, they'll probably rule it a suicide. Just like they did that black kid that hung himself with 2 broken legs. Yeah, that happened too. That was last year. They claimed a kid with 2 broken legs hung himself. You white supremacist motherfuckers got another thing coming. Because you're going to have to deal with people like me. They did it.
Can't hear you.
I said, just like him, I'm going to reiterate the last part he said. They got another thing coming, right? Because, and I'm not trying to throw shots, I'm just being for real, man. Like, I don't know if this is just how it's always been. And it's like at a certain point, you're like, yo, when are we going to get a break? When are people going to do what they supposed to do? Just be fair, just be right. And it don't seem like that shit works in our favor, yo. And I hope Nolan Wells' family gets justice, or, whatever happened. I mean, you can't even say, if it was an accident, right? You would have said it was an accident. You would have been calling his mother from the island. You'd have been calling his family from the island. It was an accident. Such and such happened. This, that, and the third. So I already know no accident or no shit like that happened. I don't even have to second guess that part. Ain't no accident happened. Ain't no nothing. But I be so sick of just keep hearing these type of stories. I got some more, man, and I'm trying to not let our people talk, because our people be going off. Like I be going off sometimes. So I'm trying to get different points of views.
The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this bullshit. He was celebrating with his friends for the 4th of July, and there's now circulating video that is going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends that he went with on the beach, and there's an argument. There's yelling happening. In the video, he looks to be very calmly standing still looking at his buddies. The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is... And somehow, the conversation is about his behavior. Why wasn't he on the boat? Was he drinking? Was he going from one boat to another? Now, I'm going to give you a scenario. It's kind of morbid, so stick with me, and trigger warning. If I show up dead, washed on a beach, my community of people where I was born are not going to go, well, how was Jake acting? Did he stay where he was supposed to? Did he start an argument with people? No, it's going to go, what the fuck? We have someone that would kill people out here? Jake, I love that guy. He plays for the football team. I'm just putting myself in Nolan's shoes. Nolan plays for the team. He's friends with those people. And the conversation is about his behavior. Just so frustrating. Like racist.
I didn't want to keep going on because he had a rant for about 30 minutes. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. And we say, shit ain't about race, but what else is going on, man? What else is going on, man? I feel for his family, man, and it's too much of this shit happening to our community, man, and it's been happening forever. It's been happening forever, and I actually saw a video today, man. It was kind of funny, but it wasn't funny. It was a black kid walking with his Caucasian friends, and another brother walked up to him with the camera on him and said, "What's up, brother? You okay? You all right?" And dude looked at him like, "What you talking about, am I?" He's like, "Yeah, you all right, man. I see you walking with the Caucasians. I just want to make sure you all right. They ain't, what I'm saying, got you hostage or nothing and shit like that." Like, dude, we gotta be like that in 2026. It don't even sound right. 2026 sound like 1856. So I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. I know I'm sick of it though. What's up, Tara? There's not really no justice in this situation because you can't get them back.
Definitely can't get them back. So
but what I'm saying is, right?
But they need to definitely be held accountable. Definitely
they need to be in jail or under the jail if they did something. I just think that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it was us, we would be under the jail, man. And I'm just tired of seeing that shit where it doesn't go how we planned it. Or if they go to jail, it's like a slap on the wrist. And these motherfuckers get to come back home. And a lot of times for us, man, one mistake, you make one mistake or one situation. We see Carmelo Anthony. They gave him 35 years, nigga. Like, and just think about, like, I don't even want to be bringing back Carmelo up because I know we're going to be talking about him soon because he's going to have his case going on or whatever the case may be. But never been in trouble. Good student. One situation, he get 35 years in prison. That shit don't even sound right. Right? One bad decision. And I still don't think it was a bad decision. I feel like he was defending himself. Right? But he get 35 years in prison. One mistake. Where you see, guys get, if it was a reverse situation, probably they got self-defense, a slap on the wrist, 2 years in prison, some bullshit. Like, it just be corny, man. It be corny. And I know me, I be fed up seeing that shit. I don't know about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I be fed up seeing that type of shit because I pay attention to that type of shit. What's up, Nigel? I be paying attention to that type of shit all the time. Like how the courts play and how it's not like really in our favor. You do got good judges out there. Don't get it twisted. You do have good judges that's fair and do shit by the book. But then they do shit by the book and the motherfucker getting in more trouble. They try to fault the judge and shit for doing their job the correct way or following the guidelines. These courts don't even follow the guidelines. They're not even following the guidelines. They're going by off of they personal feelings about how they feel about somebody and sending you up Shit's Creek, man. Adrian, what you say? It also shows us that this is the final. Man, I don't know if it's the final. I don't know if it's the last day. I don't know what it is, man, but shit feel weird, man. It just seems like we living in a weird time. A weird ass time, man. I think I want to say L Beezy posted something on her page yesterday, and it was showing the currency, like the reverse ATM machine.
Yeah.
Where you put money in the ATM machine to get a card, because a lot of these places are about to go cashless, where you can't spend cash in certain stores and certain venues and places where you at. And you got to take your cash and put it in the machine, and they give you a MasterCard right in the machine. Like, I don't know what time we living in. I know I know we ain't ready for it. I mean, I know I ain't
and
ready
charge
for
you for it.
That's wicked, bro.
Imagine that bullshit.
Yeah, they got reverse ATMs.
Look at that. I was like, and charge you for it.
And I saw that on LBZ's page, and I said, yo, it's here, yo. There's nothing.
Hey, yo, pull over real quick. Let me pick up this car real quick.
Yeah, I took.
Yeah.
Think about that, yo. And And it's crazy because we talked about it on here that the shit was coming, but what's up, Larry Lamar? I when I saw it, LB, I wanted to respond on your page. I said I'm not even gonna respond because in my mind I'm saying, yo, this shit really here, yo. I've been saying there's nothing we could do about it. We already behind the 8 ball. There's nothing we could do. We're gonna have to fall in line or get in line or be off the grid.
You know what? And I keep saying that, but it is. I mean, if we think about it, we got more power than we think we do. We are not using our power. We're being passive, even when it comes to, you know, what it is that we're staying up for when it comes to our Black rights and injustices that's happening in our communities. We need to stand up. Stop looking for these courts and these judges and these police to administer justice for us. We need to take ownership. Stop putting ourselves in certain situations. Start making sure we're accountable for what's happening with our people in our community. We got to start doing something because this is not, we're already behind. Like you said, we don't have the time to rely on somebody to change their minds. It's too late for that.
It's crazy that you say that, LBs. I would say about 20 years ago, right? I used to be in the neighborhood on the block, and I used to tell the brothers on the block, niggas in the hood, like, yo, man, we got to police our own neighborhoods, yo. We don't want the police to be running. I used to really say this shit, like 20 years ago, right? Yo, look out for the elderly. Make sure the kids good. Certain shit.
Right.
I used to say this shit all the time. You think people listen? No, they ain't listen, but that used to be my sentiments all the time. Like, yo, man, like we tripping, yo. We letting them invade what we got going on. We could, I ain't gonna say be successful, but we could get a lot of money if they never have a reason to come around this motherfucker. Right? Yeah. But if we keep giving them a reason to come around here, we ain't gonna be that successful because now they're gonna be posted up on the block, they're gonna be staking out and surveillance and all this other shit. And you think people will listen? I don't know, man.
I've been doing a lot of research. I've been doing a lot of reading. And it still all falls back to the same things because I was looking up representation, like, right. So what they're doing with the voting, redrawing the lines and things like that, limiting, you know, diverse inclusion and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of reading. And the only thing that I can see that's going to stop this movement that's going, this 2025, 2030 thing, right? Because we know that's racially driven. That's a fact. Is segregation. We got to have, and I'm not saying segregation like racial, right? I'm saying segregation of like-mindedness, right? Because we know we have some people, we have allies in other cultures, right? We know that.
I believe
if you have a like-mindedness, you feel like things should go this way, you're in this certain area, right? Because the more that you're populating a certain community, you and the people that's in that community, you're the doctors, you're the lawyers, you're the judges, you're the politicians. You already know what your interests are in your area. You have control over things that happen in your area locally. So that's the only thing that I'm deducing from all this stuff that I've seen, that I've read, like how we can fix things, is to make sure that we separate from what is actually causing us harm, because they're not representing who we are as a whole. It's no interest there. We're killing ourselves by still trying to align and assimilate in a place that don't want you. You can't be represented there.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I want to play these two videos, being that you're saying all this, right? And one is by Dr. Umar, and one is by, I don't know the other brother name, but I just want to play these videos because I feel it relates to this. He's saying something different, talk about the deaths and stuff like that, but he's saying how black people are conditioned. But check it out.
The problem is Black America are still not convinced, because despite what happened to Cyrus, despite what happened to Carmelo, despite what happened to Trayvon, despite what happened to Sandra Bland and Sonia Massey and Amir Locke and Freddie Gray and Philando Castile and Alton Sterling, despite all of that, we have been conditioned through Black religion to not see skin color. Listen to me, Loon. Conditioning is stronger than intelligence. Did you hear that? Intelligently, Loon can see all the facts. These people cannot be trusted. That's your intelligence. Your intelligence is a small part of your mind. Most of your cognition is subconscious conditioning. Black people are in an intellectual straitjacket created by religion that tells us we cannot consider a person's skin in deciding how we deal with them.
Austin Metcalf's fault. They announced that all blacks were free, right? In 1867, they enacted the Vagrancy Act. The Vagrancy Act meant that if you couldn't read, you couldn't write, you didn't own property, you were now property of the state and considered a vagrant, and were then used for convict leasing to private places for ultimately slavery. So ultimately they said, hey, we're going to free all the slaves. And then for the past 300 plus years, we're going to tell you that it's illegal for you as a slave to read or write or own property. Now we're going to free you and then make it illegal that you don't know how to read, write, or own property, and then put you back into custody of the state to where you have to work for free. This is America. The reason why I'm telling this story is because this is what America has always done. They found a way to change the rules and the laws so they can continue to disenfranchise us as black people.
I played them 2 videos just to say, we don't see that. Like, it's a lot of times I be trying to say that. I guess I don't say it as good or whatever the case may be, because sometimes I get emotional. And people say, you know, get over it. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps and all this shit. But this shit is still in place. And that's why I always go and I be like, I'm anti-establishment. I'm anti the system and everything that's going on, because this shit is still in place. How do we get past all of that?
I don't know. I think we got to acknowledge, first place, those are things that we can't change.
We got to figure out a way.
It's too big of an animal for us to try to change the Trumps of the world, the people that follow him, the MAGAs. It's too big of a challenge to try to change the establishment. We got to start where we can affect change, and that's right next door to us.
Man,
that's how I feel anyway. I feel if we make the small changes, eventually those things will change, because then you have more people, because it's going to take more than just 15,000 people to try to affect change when it comes to a big establishment. It has to be a whole country change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, city to city, state to state.
But
it got to be enough is enough.
We got to start right here with our neighbors, baby. Get your kids off the street. Let's affect change in these schools. Let's go to the school board. Let's make sure that we're voting. Make sure that we're showing up to these meetings so that we can dictate to the school board what we want our kids taught in our neighborhood. So we can start making sure our kids got education. So then we move from there. Let's go to the city hall. Let's make sure we got housing established for people who are, you know, that can't afford it. Make sure we can put something in place. Let's vote on this. No, we ain't bringing these big businesses in, these big corporations, these big apartment buildings. Let's make sure that they're offering at least a certain amount of low income housing options for the people in the neighborhood. We can do that. We can vote. We can go there. We can affect change. We can put people of like-mindedness on the council, on the city council, in the mayor's office. You know what I mean? From there on into, you know, Congress and, you know, the governor's office and things like that. So we got to start where we are.
I agree with that. And that's something
I feel like doing that is where the change begins.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like I told you, when I went to Cali, man, when I went to LA, man, got on with my uncles, and one of my uncles, that was one of the things he was saying. He was like, you got to start where you can. You got to start low, because you ain't going to be able to reach the people that you want to reach just yet, you know, just starting out the gates. You got to get in where you fit in. And I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. We got to want our communities better first. We got to get everybody. We got to get everybody on board.
Got to get everybody on board. We got to do the little things. People don't want to go to the meetings. People don't feel like it's going to make a change. Voting. People don't feel like that's going to do anything. Still vote. It don't matter if it do anything, but we can start making changes locally. We know that that's going to work. We know that our vote counts locally.
Yeah,
we can do that. We can put people, our attorneys, our black attorneys that graduate these colleges, go back to your hometown. our black, people, professionals that go back to your hometown, get in the office, start there, put our people in place so we can affect these changes.
I agree, man.
Not trying to go to corporate America just to fit in for $1. We got to start changing our mindset. Structure away. Yes, we need money. Yes, everybody got to have money, but the priority has to be longevity of our people, and that ain't gonna happen if we don't start thinking about the future and not thinking about ourselves today. It's gonna be hard, never gonna be easy.
Because not for nothing, the future already in full effect. They showing us right before our eyes. When you showed that video yesterday, I said, "You look at this shit, yo." We be talking about it like people haven't actually seen it, like they see the video cameras, but these ain't even the video cameras and stuff that they about to affect, like the ones they're about to put in motion. Like they out here, but they about to have some high technology cameras all over the country. All this shit about to be different, man, and it's gonna be. We gotta get our shit together, man. Like we gotta definitely get our shit together, man.
Definitely.
You showed me but not me. When you showed the people the reverse ATM, I said, "What is this right here?" The lady said, "I can't use my money." She said, "No, this is a cashless spot," and they already got cashless spots in the world. So you saying what? So the only way I could get is to get a card. So I got to put my cash in here and get a card. And I said, man.
I mean, we are forever going to continue to stay in a place because we don't affect our power as a people, right? Because if this establishment won't accept cash, what is one thing we can do? Not go there, right?
Absolutely.
Why are people still going there? We're still going there. We're still patronizing the place and complying with what their ridiculous rules are, because you're going to make me get a card with the cash I already have. And mind you, probably took out of an ATM where I paid a fee, and you're going to charge me again to get a card because you won't accept cash.
And you know the crazy thing, LBs, what's going to really be the kicker is when they kick in the, "Oh, you ain't paid this yet. Yeah, your card is off limits. Until you pay your bills, or until you pay this that you owe to the government, or until you pay this, and your card off limits, and you can't use it."
People don't want to believe it. You ain't gonna bet it. I don't know if people been watching, but there have been reports on some of these small independent news channels that junkyards around the country have been set on fire somehow, some way, right? So what happens with the junkyards? We got older model cars. What they're putting in place, 25, 20, 30, those projects, all these vehicles have to have a certain gadget in their car pre-installed in your car. So if you get rid of the access to the older cars, you ain't got no choice but to get a vehicle with those.
They'll be able to stop your car in the dime.
Shut your car down when they don't want you to use it. So y'all got to start looking at stuff. This shit is already here.
In motion. It's in motion already.
It's in motion. I was looking at it today and I was like, wait a minute. That's the third thing I read about where junkyards just caught on fire. It was one guy that lost 9,000 cars in his 10,000, car inventory. And he's like, he has no idea how it happened. He was like, they completely burned through. There was no reason for it to start. And you're talking about a whole bunch of metal. What burns metal? You know what I'm saying? Like a regular fire? He was like, some type
of liquid.
Some type of liquid, or that same device that they used in Hawaii. Remember that laser?
I gotta play this video. It's crazy. It's crazy because they got this surveillance that they got in the sky, and they tested it out in Long Beach. I don't know, Keith, if you might have seen it, because I know you probably still pay attention to the LA news and stuff. But they tested it out in Long Beach. It's like these red lights, but they can see all through your house. They can see everything. They can see and it made me think of the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger when the guys came with the gun and they could see through your house and all that. And he had to use the stove, and I don't even know what the name of the movie is. Fly probably know, but I don't even. But I'm like, what you call it, thermite? It might be that. It might, but it's some type of surveillance, like where they could look through your house, through your crib, like X-ray vision, and see how many people in the house, all that shit. And I said, man,
I think it was called a DW. That's what they were saying it was, that they use now to target certain areas, start fires. You remember that time we went through all those fires over and they couldn't put stuff out, and just kept popping up all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it, man. She said, Adrian said thermite burns through steel.
If you see that junkyard, the video that I saw, I got to go back and look for it. But if you see that junkyard, I promise you, it ain't like we see cars burnt up on the road. It was completely eviscerated. Like it was like ash.
Yeah, they want all cars electrical, but they want all cars electrical. They want to be able to operate. And first of all, I don't really, not for nothing, I don't trust electrical cars like that. You see what be happening with Elon Musk cars. Lady ride until she crashed into the house and died, an elderly lady. Gilbert Arenas' son couldn't even get out the car, and the car went on fire. And then in the Elon Musk Teslas, they videotaping you 24 hours a day whenever you get in the car. Why you need to be watching me in the privacy of my domain? Your car is considered your domain if you own it. This is mine. I own this. Why are you able to watch me all the time? I don't even trust Teslas ever.
Yeah, people dying inside. I don't want to get trapped inside a vehicle, and burn up. I don't know what's appealing about that, but y'all have it.
Microwaves on wheels. You ain't never lying, man. I'm scared of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am scared of them. I don't want no parts of them. None of that, man. We got some more news. We're gonna keep it going because we hour in, man. You know, we start talking about stuff that's going on, and people be thinking me and LB's got conspiracy theories, but this be real shit that's going on. You can see the proof.
Theories,
like you can look.
It might be conspiracy, but it ain't theory. Shit happening.
Yeah, this should be real shit happening. And I'm like, yo, how this shit even going on, man? Hey, man, after over 7 years of court battles, Nipsey Hussle's children have finally received their inheritances from his estate, which is estimated to be worth $11 million. They each receive 50%, which I think is dope. It's crazy. He's been going that long. I think his son is like 8 now or something like that. But my bad. It shouldn't even have took that long. Nipsey Hussle's children have finally received their share of late rapper's estate after more than 7 years of court battles. According to TMZ, 17-year-old Imani, and now he's 9 now. Damn. 9-year-old Cross have each inherited half of his estimated $11 million estate, which includes cash, real estate, music royalties, publishing rights, business investments, merchandise revenue, licensing deal, trademarks, and ownership interests in his various companies and brands, which mean they will continue to add on to that with the royalties and I guess whatever business ventures he got going on. I think that is dope. But why did it take so long?
You want to know why?
I know one of the kids' mothers, not Lauren London. I want to say the daughter mother was having like problems, and then the custody battle and all this stuff with the family and all this stuff.
You want to know why?
Why?
He did not have a will. He did not have an estate plan. He did not have anything set in place when it came to the stuff that he'd accumulated. And that is one of the biggest financial issues that we have as a Black community. I do life insurance, and I see it all the time. Nobody wants to pay for life insurance. Nobody wants to put their stuff in a will. You got a house. Why you ain't got a will?
And you know what's crazy, LBs? I'm looking at it and it's saying 11 million. I'm like, 11 million? That's it? After all these years, he done been going like, that's it? Like, I don't think that's it. But 11 million is a good startup, and they got the royalties and all the other stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I would think that it's more than 11 million. Niggas listen to Nipsey Hussle still religiously. That's like, that victory lap is in almost anybody that listen to hip hop, man, got that in their playlist, man.
Yeah, but I don't think they can count all of that, into his estate, in his estate, right? Because I believe that's more so tangible property. They may be able to put in what he had before he died, but anything that may have accumulated after, it depends on the contract that was written with the record company or label, whoever. I would think.
Well, maybe, but I've just noticed that they have royalties and let me see what else they said. Let me put it back up. I was just able to see that they had which includes cash, real estate, music royalties, publishing rights, business investments, merchandise revenue, licensing deals, trademark rights, and ownership interests in his various companies and brands. And that's what I'm saying. His companies is still doing hella good. People still buying the merchandise.
What was in place as of his death.
And not for nothing, I think his brother.
Anything, I think, but I don't know.
Not for nothing, I think his brother would make sure they good, man. His brother seemed like a good dude. Sam, he got the marathon burgers going all over the country. He got one about to be put up in Times Square. So they hustling. And one thing I could tell you, if you haven't had no marathon burger, I'm gonna tell y'all now, man, because my first time having it, and I was souped up to get out there in LA, and I was definitely in the hood. Them shit's rocking, man. They got something going on that's good, and it's gonna definitely pop off in New York. And in Times Square, it's gonna jump off the street because everybody gonna be there lined up just like in LA. And so shout out to them, man. I'm just happy to see that, you know, the kids taken care of, and however the courts went about it or whoever, you know, just made the decisions that they made sure that the kids were taken care of, man. So salute to them. And, you know, they deserve it. They deserve it. I'm going to keep it moving because I want to talk about I need Fly here for this, man, because I know Fly need to hear this. He probably already know, though. I need Fly here for this, man. I don't know how this looking for Dirk. Man, you know, I just said Dirk might be good. He might be in good space and shit, but these dudes just copped out to their charges, and I wonder if them copping out had anything to do with them about to take the stand on Dirk. If it got anything to do, Fly, where you at? You see, he don't want to sleep. I told y'all he had 5 minutes in him after he ate, y'all.
Yeah, I be bugging, y'all. This nigga Fly, man.
I told y'all, man.
He was asleep.
I wasn't.
You can hear he was on his way.
Something else. I got other stuff going on behind the scene, but I'm tapped in.
Yeah, he was on his way, LB.
Come on, man. I'm my
look, Fly, look what's going on. We were just talking about Dirk, man, the other day. Me and you talked off camera about Dirk, man. Look, Fly. They telling, man. And
I seen that earlier. Yeah, and I seen it.
This on a whole different body. Remember, I said I was wondering if they're gonna try to put the body. The dudes that killed his brother, if they was gonna try to put the body on Dirk, and lo and behold, the two men have pled guilty to the killing of Stephon Mack and admitted they were hired to carry out the murder in exchange for money. Lord Dirk is accused of hiring the two men, Anthony Montgomery Wilson and Preston Powell, to kill his alleged rival Stephon Mack. Prosecutors allege the killing was connected to the death of Dirk's brother, D-Thing. And my thing is this: if you have this type of information and you doing this, what's the sense of having them for 19 months? I'm not convinced with this just yet. Right? They might be having these guys tell them, but the stories might be bad. Right? So I don't know, but right now it's looking hectic for Dirk. If this come up and the other body in California, and like Dirk got a lot going on, man. And I just hope he's not really tied to this shit, yo, because Dirk would be like the illest nigga that ever walked in hip-hop. He might be the illest dude that has come through the hip-hop scene other than Boosie, man. I just don't want to see, you know what I'm saying, the talent like that with millions of dollars. And I know that money trying to run low a little bit with millions of dollars, though. Go down the drain, man. It was like, you know what I'm saying, you did all that shit to get out of the hood to be out here like you a kingpin and murders for hire and all this other stuff. They talk about drugs and all this other stuff. You know they trying to give him the RICO. They're about to sit him down. One thing about this shit that I'm going to say, yo, and I don't know if they're going to try this, but once they get RICO and killings and all that shit, they can say, yo, we're going to give them the death penalty. Hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they don't try to put the death penalty on there and none of that shit, but I didn't hear about it yet. So that's what makes me think they don't got much on them.
I was about to say, we still good though. We still got a fighting chance, right? We just seen this kind of similar happen with with your boys and them, man. YSL and them, man.
Yeah, it don't matter that they tell us. See, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter that they tell them. They could be just telling to try to get a time cut. You know what I'm saying? And it's dependent on dirt conviction. Like the feds could have went and seen them and said, listen, man, y'all go ahead and cop out and we're going to give you a lesser sentence. We know y'all definitely did it. We need y'all to say, you know, dirt, whatever the case may be, and dependent on his conviction, we get your time cut. We guarantee you that on paper, and they probably signed the papers. All right, we'll do that. Hell yeah. Y'all already talk about giving us 30 and 40 years or whatever they trying to give them and tell them they're going to give them a time cut, and their stories could be boo-boo, though. They could be boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? It could be not official, so. But every week is something different with Dirk, man. They bringing something up and who telling, and now they giving the people who telling, and it's getting hectic. And that's the difference with the YSL, Keith. YSL was a state charge, and this the feds we talking about. This is the feds. And feds play a dirty game to get you, man. They play a dirty game to get you. Like I said, man, hopefully it all pans out for them. I will hope that it will pan out for him if he ain't had nothing to do with it. But if he did it, man, I don't know, man. You know, not for nothing, Keith. That's possible, man. If he got a witness that's that get up there, they're like, yo, he know he going down. They trying to sit him down for 40, 50 years and get up there and be like, Dirk, that was my boy, man. Or, you know, and play like he don't know nothing and do a Woody. A Woody. That's what they call it, a Woody. And he do one of them, maybe he'll get off, man. I'm just hoping Dirk really ain't had nothing to do with this. Because you want to, like, we talk about Young Miami, like, shit. Dirk, like, shit. This shit he doing, this is live in action. This is real stuff right here.
We on your ass where your show's at.
Come on, man. We on your ass where you parole at. That nigga ain't playing. Them niggas for real. And they living that life. And like I said, man, I want Dirk to be all right, man. You know, he say he the voice of the youth.
I hope not.
I need him to I mean, he tried to change it up in the last inning. LBs, he tried to do with Diddy.
Oh my
tried to be a hypocrite.
Oh my life.
Come on,
yeah, he tried to change it up in the 9th inning. And it was too late. The feds was already on his ass. And not just that, you know, Diddy did it too. Yeah, my name ain't Diddy no more. My name Love. You know, everybody tried to change the game in the 9th inning. You know what I'm saying? When they know them people on their ass. And
after you don't poison how many minds?
Unfortunately, it don't work. Unfortunately, it don't work. I hope it works out, like I said, for Dirk, and I'm hoping this is not the end for him, because it's like seeing the death of a dynasty. Your whole crew went down. Vaughn, who had the potential to probably be as big as Tupac if he would have stayed living. You going down for murders and all this other stuff, and RICO and murder for hire. Like, come on, man. It's just too much, and I think they're doing too much, man. I think they're doing too much, man. Hey, Fly, you know what? We got one more thing to talk about, Keith, and I'm glad you're here, too. How y'all feel about how they treating Jaylen Brown, man? How do y'all feel?
Did my boy wrong, man.
Paying attention to how they... First of all, my whole thing was...
They made a choice, though,
How do you pick the guy with the shattered Achilles over the guy that don't got no injuries?
They took the light-skinned brother, man.
It's not that though. They saying that Jaylen Brown is one of these guys that don't want to shut up and dribble. You know what I'm saying? They saying he don't want to shut up and dribble. He got a lot of
I believe that. Yeah, it could be that.
Hey, we're going to let him say it for himself.
I'm seeing a lot of Jaylen Brown slander on my timeline, and I'm going to tell you a quick story to let you know Jaylen Brown has been dealing with this type of stuff since day one. Jaylen Brown is coming out of Cal Berkeley after having a phenomenal freshman year. 2 of my boys are scouts on 2 lottery teams. They both say, we might not take Jaylen Brown. I say, why? I said, the guy had a phenomenal year. They said, man, got too many interests outside of basketball. I said, what? Unless one of them selling dope, it really shouldn't matter. I even broke down an NBA Players Day. I was like, yo, you do know you can work out as a player for an extra 4 hours a day, 2 hours before practice, 2 hours after practice, and then practice, because practice is only like an hour in the league. That's 5 hours. You still got the rest of the day to do whatever you want. I said, when you say he has other interests, when I looked at his bio, all I saw was the debate team and the chess club. What are we doing? Y'all do know this does sound like coded language. And they were like, listen, B, I understand, but that's just what the room is saying. So when you see Jaylen Brown on his Twitch and his streams or whatever it is that he's doing where he's acting a certain way, he's had to deal with being viewed a certain way ever since he came out of Cal Berkeley. And all he's done is be a great basketball player, a good person in the community, and an intellectual. I think it's a little funny how they view him. That's just me, but what say you?
I will say this, right? It's been a lot of NBA, ex-NBA players that's riding with Jaylen Brown. I'm riding with him as well. I didn't know he was doing all this community activism and trying to get programs in the hood and stuff. But like I said, I'm going to let you hear from
the people that get the short end of the stick are the people that are the least spoken for. And in these communities, a lot of times that's Dorchester, that's Roxbury, that's Suffolk, that's all these different places that have our minority or black and brown led. We get the lack of resources, the lack of opportunities. The teachers are underpaid. The curriculum is trash because they want those students to end up going to certain places. They don't want you to be the next political elites, the next government officials, or to reach your full potential. Like, certain people got to work the regular jobs. Certain people got to fill the prison systems, and they put stuff in your education to make sure that you led into those categories, right? So what does that do for a human evolution standpoint? There's a bunch of black and brown kids who are extremely talented, who got potential to change the world, who are excited about learning, excited and passionate about education, passionate about medicine, passionate about all these different fields that we need help in. But because of oppression, because of capitalism, because of lack of resources and opportunity, a lot of these students, because it's what they can contribute to the world, right? And so for us as a people, I think we're doing ourselves all a disservice by not giving equal opportunity, the right amount of resources to every child, right? Because I think it'd only be better for our entire society. So the people that
I hear you, Keith, but they saying this is the main reason he was let go from Boston. They say Boston is a racist town, a racist spot. They saying that's the main reason he was let go, though, is that he speaks his mind. He got, he turned down Nike and started his own shoe line. He believed in ownership. He thinking outside the box. But I tell you what, the Celtics just blew that. Ain't no telling when the next time they're going to be in no championship or nothing. I'm looking to see what the Sixers look like now. They rarely got rid of anybody. So I'm trying to see what they look like. VJX, Combe, Maxey, Brown. But what is the problem with athletes standing up for a certain political cause or something that they believe in? Remember they told LeBron to shut up and dribble. You remember they told him. But they said that he was a problem, Keith. What is the problem? What problem has Jaylen Brown given to the Celtics? And you saying his antics, Keith. What are his antics? Because I don't remember no antics. I just remember people complaining about him being him. And him speaking his mind. They asked him when was his best year. He said he thought he had his best year without Tatum, I guess. He think this been his best year in professional sports when Tatum wasn't there. But I don't know his antics. So enlighten me, because I don't really know his antics and what he been doing. But I know he been doing a lot of speaking up for the black and brown community. He been doing a lot of that. So I don't know his antics. I know he been preaching ownership, preaching, trying to help the kids in Boston and the areas and stuff like that. But I don't know his antics. I know they don't. They said he think he's the smartest person in the room. Okay.
He remind me of Kyrie too.
Your dad okay with getting Paul George over Jalen Brown. Okay. I mean, that's cool. I get it. Maybe dad don't want to hear his shit either or hear what they got to say about him. I get it. But I'm going to say some of his accolades. Bought the Celtics star, Jalen Brown is widely recognized to the NBA for his academic background and intellectual pursuits. Raised by educators, he attended UC Berkeley, where he took graduate-level courses as a freshman. His impressive academic resume includes being an MIT Media Lab fellow and the youngest person to lecture at Harvard. Not just that, he turned down a NASA job to play in the NBA. So he's definitely intelligent, and he speaks his mind. I guess they don't like that, and that's what everybody in the NBA is saying. So I don't know if that's what it is, personally, Keith. But I hear if you pay attention to some of these NBA podcasts, they keep saying, man, that he's being penalized for being smart. He just said on his own podcast the other day, he said he don't buy why they saying they got rid of him. It had to be something more because he don't know what he ever did, but he said it got to be something more. But and he also said this.
Never told anybody, like, look, I'm the smartest person in the room. That may be how they took it. But let's keep it a buck. Like the in sports, no offense to everybody in sports, but the bar is fucking low. You know what I mean? Like the bar isn't that high.
I gotta agree with him there. I ain't gonna front. Jalen Brown might be coming like one of my favorite players in the league right now. He calling niggas out. Not saying y'all dumb, but y'all ain't worried about education. Y'all ain't worried about stuff going on in the communities. Y'all not worried about this stuff. But I know the NBA don't like that. He'll be fine without the NBA if they decide to get rid of him after this contract over.
You're paid to shuck and jive. You ain't paid to empower nobody.
And that's the thing. But, you know, we had people like that. We had the Bill Russells. We had the Muhammad Ali's. We had them people. I don't know. Anybody ever seen the movie Night in Miami? With Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali. It was a bunch of the people that was not political figures, but they were sports figures that was speaking up about the climate in America and the stuff that was going on.
And look how many people that got influenced by Muhammad Ali's stance. They do not want that to happen again. And how long it's been since we've had those influential people in our community. Look how long it's been.
They definitely been around. I mean, I tell you this, LBs, they definitely been around. Without a question, they definitely been around. They have definitely been around. Like I said, I hope that's not the reason they let them go. I know Philadelphia, actually, I wish I could play that commercial, but I think we'll probably get flagged for that. But they got a commercial, like, talking about him and his political views and this, that, and the third, and how they welcome him and all that shit. Like, Philly souped up. I'm actually souped up to see what Philly do with the young core that they got. I know Boston, we ain't even think about. I don't think nobody even think about Boston for a while now, for a little while, man. I mean, they did pick up Paul George, a veteran, and all that, but Paul George hurt every year, so I don't know, man. We just seen Tatum get hurt last year. So, but my thing is, you're gonna take a guy with a ruptured Achilles, just over a ruptured Achilles over a person that ain't been injured or none of that stuff. Who was also a Finals MVP and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird to me, man. It just seems weird to me. It's to see that trade. And first of all, y'all been trying to trade him for a few years.
Hey, Tatum ain't say nothing, right?
Nah, Tatum ain't say nothing. He said him and Tatum relationship cool though. He said, if you go, he got his own little podcast, his own little Twitch, and he be talking on there every day. He talked to VJ Edgecombe, he talked to Maxie. They all excited to work together. But he also said, I guess the chat was asking him why they let him go, and he was like, I couldn't really tell you. He was like, but they saying it got to be more than that because I don't see the problem with he don't see the reason they got rid of him. But he said he excited on his new venture and he ready to get to work. He said, just throw the ball in the air. Let's get busy. I'm ready to get busy. So I feel like he got a point to prove. Man, that nigga might average 40 this year, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And tell me why y'all get rid of me. Because I got a feeling that they're gonna get rid of him out the league. And a lot of other, people that been in the NBA, they feel kind of like the same way. You know what I'm saying? His political views and all the stuff he talk about, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They just want you to play ball. And that's what the athletes saying. They say it don't work like that. You don't come in the league and think you're going to do whatever you're going to do or that you want to do. They're going to show you who the boss is. And like I said, man, if they do try to get rid of him, though, I mean, he going to put up certain type of numbers, and we're going to see how they play with him. I don't think Philly going to play with him, though. Philly always been a team that dealt with controversy a good way. They had Allen Iverson. Yeah, they're going to give him that money, too. Because they probably going to – we know that Philly going to eventually get rid of Embiid, man. We know Embiid bad knees. He can't play too much. It's a lot of stuff going on, man. But I think Philly will be fine, man. I ain't going to lie. Yeah, and we're about to get out of here, so we got 3 minutes. Y'all know I've been really trying to stay away from the politics because, we got these guys that try to lurk on our page and get on our page, and I don't want to have to run into none of these guys in the street. But, yeah, there's some stuff going on. I promise you that if they do happen to impeach Trump, right, and members of his cabinet that's down with him, they need to shut down the Department of Justice. All of that, man. Department of Justice is complicit in all this shit that's going on. Trump's Justice Department is blocking the release of acting Attorney General Todd Blanche's private Epstein communications days before his Senate confirmation hearing. We don't need you talking about Epstein. Shut your mouth. The timing could not be more suspicious. Trump's Justice Department has filed to block the release of acting Attorney General Todd Blanche's private communications related to Jeffrey Epstein just days before Blanche's Senate confirmation hearing scheduled for July 15th and 16th. The move comes after government watchdog American Oversight filed a lawsuit in June requesting all emails and text messages sent or received by Blanche containing the words Epstein, Maxwell, and Trump, among other key terms. This is not Blanche's first brush with controversy over the Epstein files. A federal judge already ruled in June that Blanche effectively admitted to violating the Epstein Files Transparency Act after the DOJ released 3.5 million pages of documents but withheld another 2.5 million, most of them heavily redacted. Blanche also personally met with convicted child sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, after which she was quietly transferred to a minimum security prison. Former AG Pam Bondi has said Blanche had a direct day-to-day supervisory role over the review of the Epstein files, and Trump's name reportedly appears thousands of times throughout those documents. The DOJ is calling the judge's scrutiny a perverse interpretation aimed at driving misleading headlines. we done got to that time, and I'm not gonna really go too much into this, but man, we need to. Let me ask you this real quick, LBZ, because I know you be on top of this shit too. Do you think we ever gonna get some shit? Do you think we ever gonna find out we gonna let LBZ go to sleep after this question? Do you think that? Do you think, LBZ, that we ever gonna get some transparency on the rest of these Epstein files? Or we gonna find out what's, because we know they've been hiding them, and since the minute Trump name popped up, they shut it down. Are we clear? Are we in agreement on that?
Yeah.
So when Trump,
you know why? Because these are the people that he replaced his folks with, right?
Yeah,
so he went in these departments and gutted everybody except for and put people in place that were going to do what he wanted to get done, and that includes at the Supreme Court. So I don't think we're going to ever get resolution unless there's a shift in the power.
Do you think these people willing to go to jail for this nigga? Thanks,
whatever.
Keith.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. I don't care how much I've went looking down the rabbit hole. I'm still trying to figure out how these people flipped all of a sudden. Like, what does he have, or what do they know that?
Because they wasn't rocking with him at first.
They weren't rocking with him. They were totally against him. Everybody. And now all of them are with him on his side, doing his bidding.
How about if he told them, "I'll make you all very wealthy. Y'all gonna all become very wealthy under me"? Because we know they got inside trading and all that stuff.
Inside trading, he's breaking the law. Why aren't he on even the smallest of charges for the BS that he been doing? Like, you're violating your position as president of this country, and you're taking money from sources. Like, you are committing treason, I think, anyway. I don't understand why he ain't even been brought up on any of these charges. You're obstructing justice as the president.
Everyone
you're ordering
getting money
people to
together.
make moves. I don't know what's going on, but as long as these people are in there, I don't think we're ever going to see any type of movement when it comes to the Epstein files, or any type of justice when it comes to holding him accountable for the crimes that he's committed since being in the office, him and his cronies.
I don't either. And thanks everybody for tuning in, man. There was one more thing we wanted to talk about. Y'all know Drake won $30 million last night. If y'all don't, he won $30 million on a game called Stake on his phone. He said he'd been playing it for 4 years, but he won $30 million last night. $30 million on a game last night on slots. Yes, he did. And, like I said, thanks for tuning in. I ain't want to say too much about Drake. I just put him in the title to probably get some views. But I see people don't really rock with Drake like that too much. But yeah, man, I'm Motorhead Mess, man, the Have Nots mascot. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing. Make sure y'all leave a comment, and make sure that y'all got the notification on so y'all know when we going live, man. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all staying safe and out of the way, man. 100.
Definitely. Thank y'all for joining us. LB's here. Hopefully you'll come back. Make sure that you're liking the video, and make sure that you subscribe so you know when we coming on. You can come back and share with us. Give us your input. We thank y'all for continuing to rock with us. I bid you well on the rest of your evening. Remember that existence is automatic, but purpose is chosen.
Purpose is chosen.
Hey, yo, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere, you ain't never there. I am the Jersey.
That's why you can't pay attention.
South. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in with us tonight. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, share. And you catch us when you catch us. You know how we move around. You know how we operate. We will see y'all.
We out here trying to get to the bag.
I don't know, but we'll be outside. You heard?
We try to get to the bag right now, so forgive us. We'll be back in the morning shortly. But, we try to get to the bag, man. Love y'all.
One day.
Love y'all.
Can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm down with no one, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward.
Hey,
I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.